Hey, beautiful people. It's your girl Ashalei here to help transform your life. Before we get started, just a little housekeeping. Y'all know the deal. Make sure you like this video at the end. Make sure you share with someone who you think could be inspired. And don't forget to subscribe. That way I can keep up with your own transformation, because nothing that I'm talking about, you're going to be doing alone. I'm doing the work, I'm still doing the work, and I will continue to do the work. So why not do this together, okay? So let's get into it. Today I'm going to be talking about protecting your energy. Why is this so important, and what does that even mean? Like, we've been talking about energy, we've been talking about your attention and focus and taking care of yourself and stress and de-stress and good stress and bad stress and all this, but like honestly, like, how do you even protect yourself after the fact that you've been doing all this inner work? What does that even mean? Protecting your energy, protecting who you are, protecting this new and incredible person that you have stepped into already, that was there, but you just was too scared to step into this wonderful person. How do you protect yourself? Okay? This comes in two folds for me. I know I'm holding up two different hands, that's fine. Listen, it comes into two folds. Physically, mentally, actually it comes in three folds. So 3 different areas: physically, mentally, and spiritually. How do you protect your energy? Well, let's start with the most obvious, the physical. You don't put yourself in dangerous situations. You don't fight people. You don't go towards the thing that is actually maybe put you in harm's way. Like, you don't do that, like, ever. Don't speed. Somebody once told me that on the other side of rushing is death. That is the most profound statement that anybody could have ever said to me, and now I do not rush, okay? Because I'm not trying to end up having any type of death experience, and I don't mean that in just the physical way. I also mean that death to your dream, death to who you are as like a personality, a person, like spiritually, your soul. Because a lot of people get so weighed down with what's happening in their life that they become this person that they weren't before. Now you're sad and you're depressed and you have anxiety and you're panicking and you're always worried. Like, that's not who you really are, and that's not normal, and that's not who makes up that's not what makes up who you are. So physically, not doing anything dumb that's gonna put you in harm's way, okay? Like, from people who you have sex with. Like, protect yourself from that, because there are sexually transmitted demons, not just STDs, not just sexually transmitted diseases. There are things that are physically and spiritually and mentally just exchanged when you're exchanging your time and your energy and your essence and your body with somebody. So be very mindful of that, okay? You just don't want to do anything stupid. Let me get into my next point, spiritually. How do you protect your emotional state of being spiritually? How do you protect your spiritual energy? Well, I like to put it like this. Anything that does not support my growth and who I am, I don't mess with it. I don't entertain it. I don't do it. So this means gossiping. This means watching gossip. Like, I don't really like it, because it puts me in a bad headspace, and it makes me think negative about whoever that is, which also invites people to think negative about me. So I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't entertain it. Also, being mindful of the things that I listen to and what I watch, like, that feeds your spirituality. And how do you protect that? Praying. Let me not forget praying. Let me say that first and foremost, praying. When you pray to a higher being, to God, to Allah, to Jah, to who is the creator and the divine, the source, when you pray and you ask for guidance, this also protects your spiritual energy. There are things that are out there that we do not physically, in this realm, control. So the best idea, your best bet, is to buddy up with the divine. Praying and making sure you're aligned with the source and the creator, God, whoever you want to proclaim as your higher power. You want to get connected to that. Being connected can protect you. Staying connected to that higher power can protect you spiritually and protect your energy spiritually, first and foremost, and most importantly. And last but not least, mentally. How do you how do you protect your energy? Well, not following certain profiles on social media. I said profiles, not people. If people tie into that, then you probably should unfollow them, because if they negatively stimulate your mind mentally, let it go. You don't need it. It's hurting you. It's triggering you. It's not making you feel good, and that's bad. You need to protect your mental energy. Trust me. Not worrying, stressing. Like I said, protecting your mental energy. I talked about this earlier about the stress. Making a list of things that actually do cause you stress and then eliminating them. That actually helps with your mental energy. Taking out stuff that makes you stressed, because that's all in the mind, but then it produces a negative response in the body. Not hanging around certain friends or family that actually just spew out all this toxic negative energy. You don't need it, you don't need it, you don't need it. But trust me, when I started eliminating certain things, certain people, certain profiles, certain just stuff that just did not help me grow, I noticed that, yeah, it was a little awkward at first, and it felt like, something's missing, because we're used to something that's familiar to us. That's why we hold on to a lot of things. We're creatures of habit. So sticking to what's familiar is a habit. And we have a tendency to have a hard time letting go of things that actually make us feel bad. It takes time, and over time it works. Trust me, I've done it for myself, and this is why I'm standing in front of you today, because I had to do this. I literally had to protect my energy. Once I stepped into the person who already knew I was, I had to protect homegirl, because guess what? Nobody else is going to protect me the way that I can protect myself, especially when I have control over what I say, what I think, how I feel, what I do. Those are things that I have control over, and they're things that I can control as far as my protection and protecting who I am. This new, brand new, fresh woman that's ready to show the world, hey, I'm here, what's up? And the world is responding, hey, what's up? We see you. That's why I'm standing in front of you today. That's it, folks. That is literally it. P.S. If you're wondering, how can I determine what's actually affecting my energy? Well, let me give you a few examples. Ever listen to a song that just randomly came on, and then now you're out of your hype mode? You was just like city girl in it up in the car, and now you're like, oh, I know, I don't give any second chances. This happened to my goddaughter the other day. She was listening to her hype music in the car. She's driving, and then all of a sudden one of my songs came on, which now I'm very careful of what I write about, because I don't want to welcome into anybody's life things that negatively stimulate them. So as artists, little disclaimer, let's be mindful of what we put out there, because we really don't want anything negative to manifest in our fans' life. So that's just a little side note. But yeah, it happened to her. She was listening to the song that I call Second Chances, and it talks about not giving second chances, so it's not as bad, but it can cause some emotions. And then all of a sudden she went from being hyped to now just like, I'm in my feelings. And that's an example. Watching something, I know for me, like protecting my spiritual, my mental. Okay, I don't watch anything that has, I try not to watch too many things and TV shows and whatever may come up that's visual that has anything to do with infidelity. I don't like it. I don't like to be entertained by that, and I don't want to entertain that, because that also welcomes in some things that you don't want. Not saying that my man is going to cheat on me, but what I'm saying is my behavior after watching certain things over time can cause me to be like, oh, well, let me go through this man's phone, or let me do this and let me check that, when every day this man shows me that I really have nothing to worry about. So that goes without saying, but it's just protecting yourself in a way where it's like, I don't even need to entertain that, because I don't even need to welcome those type of feelings or emotions or anything into my own home, into my home. Okay, this is where the most important part of you lives, and you don't want to invite anything that negatively you don't want to invite anything that negatively stimulates that at all. Trust me, you just don't. Also, notice how you feel when you're around other people. Hate to say it, but I really should. If you feel like you're tired or your energy is depleted, or you're just like, this person totally rubbed me the wrong way, and you love them dearly, it may be sometime you need to step back, because this person is literally draining you of your energy. You need to protect yourself of your energy, not let anybody rob you of it. So if this person is not uplifting you, making you feel better, making you feel encouraged and motivated, inspired, like, you need to just, I'm sorry, I love you, and I can love you from an arm's length and from a distance, but I can't just interact with you because you're taking my energy. And I call these people, most beloved people, energy vampires. They literally suck the energy right out of you. And a lot of times they don't know what they're doing, they don't know that they're doing it, and we don't recognize it either. But if you ever notice that you're tired, you feel like, oh my gosh, this person was just like, and sometimes it's very obvious, but if it's subtle, it's one thing. But if it continues to happen and it makes you feel like, man, you really feel anxious when you get around this person, or you notice that when this person's about to arrive, you kind of feel like, oh boy, I can't wait to get this over with. This is a huge indicator that you need to make some adjustments about your circle. It helps, trust me, I've had to do it myself. It's not the greatest feeling, but down the road, it really does help you, because this not even new, but this person that you really are really requires you to protect yourself in ways that is not going to feel comfortable at first, but down the road, trust me, boo, your peace is everything. And whatever is costing you your peace is too expensive, whether that be a friendship, a relationship, a materialistic thing, a job. Oh my gosh, anything that's costing you your peace is too expensive. This is why we must protect your energy, because that's your currency. That's everything that you have to give before you have anything that's monetary to give. It's a deep thought. I'm just trying to shift some perspectives here, because it's everything to protect yourself in ways that only you can do. And that's it.